सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखमाप्नुयात्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Respected dignitaries present on the dais, respected professors, and my very dear young friends. I am extremely happy to meet all of you this afternoon. आप लोग एक बात जानते होंगे, पुरौनी। मालूम है पुरौनी किसको बोलते हैं? मान लो 10 मोबाइल खरीदने गए। अच्छा 10 मोबाइल छोड़ दो, 10 किलो सब्जी खरीदने गए, तो बाद में सब्जी वाले को बोला एक बैगन ज्यादा दे दे, उसको पुरौनी बोलते हैं। मुफ्त में जो देता है ना तो एक्स्ट्रा, उसको पुरौनी बोलते हैं। तो मुझे भी पुरौनी मिल रही है, ये पुरौनी है। मैं जा रहा था बेलूर मठ, हमारी हेड्स कॉन्फ्रेंस है, बड़ौदा से जा रहा था। तो मैंने सोचा एक पंथ दो काज करूं, साथ साथ में बीच में रायपुर आता है उतर जाऊं और हमारे सब स्वामी जियों से मिल लूं। तब ये डॉक्टर ओम प्रकाश वर्मा, वो बहुत बड़े अच्छे मैनेजमेंट वाले हैं, ये इंडियन विजडम इनमें ऐसी घुसी हुई है। तो उन्होंने सोचा एक पंथ दो काज ने एक पंथ तीन काज, बोले फाऊ, बंगला में फाऊ बोलते हैं, हिंदी में पुरौनी। ये पुरौनी है कि साथ में उन्होंने बोला कि अच्छा ट्रेन के जाने के पहले 2-1 घंटा तो रहेगा ही। तो अभी मेरी 2 बजे ट्रेन है, तो उसके पहले बोले थोड़ा सा आप लोग मैनेजमेंट का हम लोग को सिखा दीजिए। तो मैंने कहा अच्छा है भाई, यंग लोगों से मिलने का तो बड़ा आनंद आता है। इट्स ऑलवेज ए प्लेजर टू मीट द यंगस्टर्स, पर्टिकुलरली वो भी मैनेजमेंट के हो, इंटेलिजेंट, नॉर्मली इंटेलिजेंट होते हैं ऐसा माना जाता है। कंपेयर टू अदर फैकल्टीज, द स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ faculty of management are considered to be more intelligent, considered to be more disciplined, which is not always true. But in general, they have got high IQ, there is no problem, no doubt about it. I am not aware about EQ and SQ. Do you know what is the modern management theory is telling? So far they were telling that IQ is most important, intelligence quotient is most important for success. But in 1991, Daniel Goleman made a research and said no, EQ is more important than IQ. What is EQ? Emotional quotient, emotional intelligence. He gives an example. There is a manager, he is a gold medalist, he knows everything, he knows everything by the tip of his tongue. Only one problem, when he gets angry, he throws paperweights at his subordinates. So nobody wants to work under him. High IQ, low EQ, no success. So that is why Daniel Goleman said that EQ, emotional quotient, is more important than IQ. And the latest discovery of the modern science is SQ. Dana Zohar, she is a professor in Oxford University. She has written a book. The name of the book is SQ, Spiritual Intelligence, the Ultimate Intelligence, where she says neurologically, biologically, physiologically, psychologically, from every point of view, there is a concluding evidence. There is something called SQ, which is the basis of both IQ and EQ. What is EQ? What is IQ? Intelligence quotient. IQ, intelligence quotient. IQ will tell you how to play the game of life. जीवन का खेल कैसे खेलना चाहिए वो IQ सिखाएगा. What is EQ? EQ will tell you how to play the game of life under changed circumstances with changed strategies. EQ क्या सिखाएगा? जीवन में जब परिस्थितियां बदल जाएं, तब अपनी मनस्थिति को बदल करके किस प्रकार से इन परिस्थिति को मुकाबला करें, वो आपको EQ सिखाएगा. And what is SQ? SQ will tell you whether to play the game of life at all or not. Well, that is your choice. What is the aim of life? What is the purpose of life? Why we here on this bluff, on this earth? What is the ultimate aim of life? Where do we want to go? All these questions will be replied by SQ. And SQ is the most important factor for having success and fulfillment in life. This is the latest discovery of modern science, and this is what is the latest modern management theory. SQ is going to be the real factor for the success in future to come. SQ. That is the most important thing. What is the ultimate aim and purpose of life? There is a beautiful Zen story. A horse was galloping at full speed. I hope you are comfortable with English, or should we talk in Hindi? Are you comfortable with English? Very simple English I am going to talk. Is that okay? Okay. So, we will have question answer session if time permits. That can be there. You can ask question in English or Hindi. But at present, I will try to, as I have been told to mix up the two languages, I will try to see. So, I am talking about that Zen story. A horse was galloping at full speed. And somebody asked the person, "Hey, where are you going?" And he said, "Ask the horse." Because I am not taking the horse, a horse is taking me. घोड़े को पूछो, तुम कहां जा रहे हो? पूछा. बोले मुझे नहीं मालूम, घोड़े को पूछो, क्योंकि मैं नहीं ले जा रहा हूं, घोड़ा मुझे ले जा रहा है. उसी प्रकार से हम जीवन नहीं जी रहे हैं, जीवन हमको जी रहा है. सभी लोग पैसे के पीछे पागल, हम भी पैसे के पीछे पागल. सभी लोग कैरियर डेवलपमेंट, हम भी कैरियर डेवलपमेंट. सभी लोग बोले इस प्रकार का ये इंस्टीट्यूट, तो ये प्रकार का इंस्टीट्यूट. सभी बोले हार्वर्ड तो हार्वर्ड. चलो चलो चलो, एक के पीछे चलो, एक के पीछे चलो रे चलो, और सब एक साथ जाके कुएं में मरो रे मरो. भेड़ दसान का ये है, बिकॉज वी हैव लॉस्ट SQ, aim of life. We do not know. What is the purpose of life? We do not know. I asked many youngsters, what is the aim of life? What? Aim of life? Yes, I have got aim of life. What is the aim of life? I want to become a billionaire within a year. That is my aim of life. I want to become engineer, I want to become doctor, I want to become manager, I want to become chartered accountant, I want to become so and so, I want to become billionaire, I want to become millionaire, I want to become Bill Gates overnight. But what is the ultimate aim of life? Ultimate aim, I have never thought about it. When will you start thinking? The first thing that you should tell, you should ask, when the car starts, where do you want to go? Isn't it? And your car has already started 20 years back, 22 years back, the car of life, and you have never asked, where do I want to go? So, the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, very beautiful book by Stephen Covey. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. One of the 7 habits is start with the end in mind. What is the end? What is the end? What is what I want, the end of my life, at the end of life, so that I don't have regrets that I did not give it for it. Start from there. What is the ultimate aim of my life, so that at last I don't have regrets. That is SQ. The beautiful example is given. एक मछली पकड़ने वाला नाव में बैठा था. सो रहा था, दोपहर का समय था, आराम से सो रहा था, और एक मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टेंट फ्रॉम हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी मैक्सिकन कोस्ट पर बैठा था। उसने देखा मछली वाले को, ए व्हाट आर यू डूइंग, क्या कर रहा है, मछली क्यों नहीं मार रहा है? तो उसने सोते हुए कहा, बाबूजी बात यह है, आज सुबह से एक बड़ी मछली मिल गई, तो मैंने उसको बेचा तो बहुत पैसा मिला, मेरा कमाने का आज का कोटा पूरा हो गया, तभी आराम फरमा रहा हूं। तो वो मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टेंट ने कहा, है इसमें भी कोई कोटा सिस्टम होता है रे? अरे और मछली पकड़ेगा तो और कमाएगा, तो और पैसा मिलेगा, तो ऐसे करूंगा क्या? क्यों? डिपॉजिट करना। डिपॉजिट, डिपॉजिट शब्द ही कभी नहीं सुना था। हाँ, डिपॉजिट, बैंक में खाता खोल देना, जनधन योजना बैंक में खाता खोल देना, वो पैसा डिपॉजिट करना, फिर वो डिपॉजिट करते करते ज्यादा बढ़ जाएगा तो दूसरी नाव खरीद लेना, दूसरी नाव खरीदेगा तो और दूसरी मछली मिलेगी, और मछली मारेगा तो और पैसा मिलेगा, फिर क्या करो? उसको फिर डिपॉजिट करना। ऐसा करते करते तीसरी नाव और नाव, यू विल बिकम सीईओ ऑफ ए मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी। देन you move your headquarters from Mexico to New York, and then you will be able to operate all the branches from all over the world. You will be flying high from New York, and you will start opening more and more branches, more and more branches, and more and more success, more and more success. Then, when you fly high, when you travel more, when you have more branches, naturally you have tension. There will be BP high, and there will be blood pressure, and there will be bypass surgery, and when the doctor says 3 bypass surgery over, no more, then you retire. You retire. You sell all those companies. Come to me, I am an investment expert from Harvard. I will tell you where to invest the money, and when you invest like this, every month you will get a fixed income, and you will be able to sleep nicely. I was sleeping nicely, you woke me up. आराम से सोने के लिए इतना लंबा चक्कर? Dana Zohar says, this fellow, this fisherman has got low IQ. He doesn't know how to make money. This Harvard management consultant has got high IQ. He knows how to make money. But this fisherman has got high SQ. He knows the purpose of life is to have happiness and peace. And this Harvard management consultant does not know the ultimate purpose of life. And that is why he has missed the goal. So if you want real success, happiness and peace and fulfillment, you must have IQ plus EQ plus SQ. How to get SQ? Only Indian wisdom can tell you how to get SQ. Thousands of years back, our Rishi Munis discovered how to get SQ, how to manifest the divinity. And the gist of all the Upanishads has been given by Swami Vivekananda, the modern management saint, who told each soul is potentially divine. The goal of human life is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature external and internal. Do this either by word or worship or psychic control or philosophy, by one or more or all of these, and be free. This is the whole of religion. Doctrines, dogmas, rituals, worships, temples are but secondary details. This manifesting the divinity within by combining 4 yogas, Raj Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, that is the ultimate aim of life. Manifesting the divinity means getting infinite knowledge, infinite happiness, infinite bliss. We cannot be satisfied with less than that. Unlimited knowledge, unlimited love. How much love you want? You love, you know. Everybody is now in love with each other, with so many young friends. Yes, you are in love, very nice. But what happens? How much love you want? 10 kg or 20 kg? No, 20 kg. 20 kg or 50 kg? 50 kg. How much you will want so that you don't get more? No, I want unlimited love. Isn't it? Each and every one of you wants unlimited love. How much happiness you want? 10 kg, 20 kg, 20 kg. 20 kg, 50 kg, 50 kg. How much happiness you want so that you don't need more happiness? No, you want unlimited happiness. And when do you want to die? After 20 years or 20 years? 10 years or 20 years? I don't want to die. Nobody wants to die. Because we want eternal life, we want eternal happiness, we want eternal peace, we want eternal love. And we want unlimited love, unlimited happiness, unlimited peace. That can only come when we manifest the divinity, which is already there. We don't have to import. And that is the Indian wisdom for the modern managers. If you really want happiness and peace, then come to Indian wisdom. And that is why they are coming. You know, all over the world, the fourth wave of management is becoming very popular. The fourth wave of management. The first wave of management, as you know, was the British style of management when work measurement was in vogue, Taylor's method of work measurement. Second wave of management was the American style of management when Peter Drucker became the guru of all. The third wave of management that was popular was the Japanese style of management when TQM, total quality management, zero defect, became in vogue. And now, all over the world, the fourth wave is becoming very popular. What is that? The fourth wave is the holistic style of management based on Indian wisdom. Based on Indian wisdom. And there is a beautiful periodical called Business Week. Do you know about it? Do you know about it? Business Week? No? It is being published from New York. So, some time back, it brought out a special issue where it is given that now this Indian wisdom is entering into the American multinational companies and they are adopting this Indian wisdom in a big way, the message of Gita, the message of Upanishads, and they have given it the name karma capitalism. The name of that new management theory that they are adopting is called karma capitalism. So you find why they are adopting that. There are many reasons. Number one, globalization. Whether you like it or not, globalization has already come to stay, at least on economic front. It's a global village. The communication technology has undergone tremendous transformation. Everyone has got mobile. Through internet, you are connected. Through Facebook, you can talk, you can give message to your friends thousands of kilometers away. Communication technology has undergone tremendous transformation. So the world has become one. It's a global village. Globalization has come, and with the result, what has happened? The old strategies of management strategies are not working. Your own policies are not working because your competitor comes to know about your strategies within a fraction of a second. So what you have to do? You have to have an intuitive faculty of mind which can foresee what are the forces that are coming. That is why M.R. Thyssen, the Amsterdam management expert, says all our theories have changed, the scientific theories have changed, but our management theories have remained static. We must have a paradigm shift in our management theories. We must adopt the holistic paradigm. We must have a paradigm shift. And if we don't adopt the holistic paradigm shift, we will have paradigm paralysis. Be prepared for paradigm paralysis. So, this holistic paradigm has to be adopted by the modern management theories. Why? Because it is a global village. Globalization has already come to stay. Liberalization has come, globalization has come, and world has become one. Second, it is not only the survival of the fittest, as was told by Charles Darwin, survival of the fittest, but Alvin Toffler says, no, not the survival of the fittest, survival of the fastest. You have to move very fast because everywhere the speed is now the main criteria. With what speed you take decision, with what speed you can go ahead. So speed is also very important. It is not only slow and steady wins the race, but fast and steady which wins the race. That is the new formula. So these changes are coming in the world. The whole science has changed. It's now, modern quantum mechanics says the whole world is one. It's a holistic universe. Bell's theorem says all the particles of the whole universe are integrated deeper level, and David Bohm has experimentally verified it. And there is a Schrodinger says consciousness is singular, of which the plural is unknown. So this unity of existence, that is very, very important. Because of this unity of existence, now what we want in management theory is also that holistic paradigm. That is why they are coming to Indian wisdom. Because in India, we have been talking about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, Ekam Sadvipra Bahuta Vadanti, thousands of years back. It is there we have been talking about SQ. Though we have not given the name SQ, but we were talking about the goal of life as spirituality, thousands of years back. Manifesting the infinite power which is already there. That is coming. So there are various reasons because of which the fourth wave of management is coming. One of the most important thing is that now the fifth M is becoming very important. You know what are the 4 M's of management? You know? Malum hai? 4 M's of management. Management of materials called materials management. Hai na? Materials management. Management of machines is called production planning and control. Management of money, financial management. And management of man, HRD, human resource development. These are the 4 things, isn't it? Now the 5th M is becoming very important. What is that? Management of mind. Management of machines, management of money, management of man, and management of machines. Now the 5th management is management of mind. As I told you, without management of mind, you cannot get success. Not only you can obtain success, but you cannot take the fruits of success, the sweet fruits of success. I've given so many examples. So this 5th M, stress management. Most of the people are under stress. Why? Because competition has become very fast. So all the companies, multinational companies, they are employing you. All of you will have to undergo that stress. That is why please listen carefully. अभी स्ट्रेस केवल एक ही एग्जामिनेशन का स्ट्रेस है, दैट्स ऑल. ज्यादा कोई स्ट्रेस नहीं है. तो कभी कभी थोड़ा लव अफेयर में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है, उसका स्ट्रेस है. ज्यादा स्ट्रेस नहीं है. उसके बाद और बहुत सारा स्ट्रेस अभी आने वाला है, ये याद रखना. अभी वो बॉस जब अपना बंदूक निकालता है, उसके बाद में क्या होगा, ये सब तुमको स्ट्रेस अभी मालूम नहीं है. सो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ स्ट्रेसेस दैट कम. मेरे को कितने यंगस्टर्स बोलते हैं, अरे मेरे को जॉब नहीं था तब मेरे को ये स्ट्रेस था, जॉब नहीं था. अभी स्ट्रेस ये है कि जॉब है. क्यों? मेरा बॉस मेरा खून पी रहा है, सब समय 24 घंटा मेरे को ऑर्डर देता है, ऐसा करो ऐसा करो ऐसा करो. आज रात तक में इतना ऑर्डर मिल जाना चाहिए, नहीं तो तुमको खत्म, तुम्हारी नौकरी गई. इतना ज्यादा वो देता है मेरे को धमकी देता है. मेरे को लगता है कि मैं सुसाइड कर लूं. ऐसे मेरे पास कई लोग आते हैं, ऐसे टेंशन में आ जाते हैं लोग. तो सभी लोग टेंशन में हैं. किसी को पूछा हाउ आर यू, फाइन. फिर बाद में नजदीक जाके बोला अच्छा कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है. अरे बाबा रे इतना प्रॉब्लम है, कंप्यूटर में एंटर नहीं होगा, इतने प्रॉब्लम है. सभी लोगों को प्रॉब्लम है. दे आर ऑल अंडर स्ट्रेस. स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट इज बिकम वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So the 5th management of mind is very important because stress management has become very important. और stress management में Western models of stress management are failed. Do you know what is the Western model of stress management? वो modern psychologists बोलते हैं Western, इधर आओ, क्या है तुम्हारा प्रॉब्लम, क्या है? स्ट्रेस. मालूम है स्ट्रेस कैसे आता है? तुम्हारे मन में जो फीलिंग्स है उसको तुम एक्सप्रेस नहीं करते, वो जाके सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में जाती है, वहां कॉम्प्लेक्स क्रिएट करती है. तो इसलिए क्या करो, फीलिंग्स को एक्सप्रेस दे दो, तुम्हारा स्ट्रेस निकल जाएगा. माई गॉड, व्हेन आई वाज जस्ट कमिंग आउट ऑफ माई हाउस, व्हाट हैपेंड? द बॉस वाज कमिंग आउट ऑफ हिज हाउस व्हेन हिज वाइफ गेव ए लॉट ऑफ थ्रेशिंग. नाउ ही कैन नॉट रिप्लाई इन द सेम टर्म बिकॉज वाइफ विल गो अवे. So what does he do? He pockets that insult. After coming to the office, he starts giving the high dose to his subordinates. Now the subordinate, they also want to pay back in the same coin. They know also how to pay back in the same coin. But they cannot, because otherwise they will lose the job. So they pocket that insult. And that goes inside the subconscious mind and creates stress. From that the strain comes and all the problems develop. So the modern psychologist, no. You should express your feelings. My God, if I express my feelings, I will lose the job. If I express my feelings to my boss, I also want to pay back in the same coin, I will lose my job. Don't worry, we have found a solution. What is the solution? Go to the market and purchase voodoo dolls. You know, voodoo dolls are available. Along with that, pins are also available. So bring the voodoo doll in your room, come to your house, close the doors and windows of your room, put the voodoo doll on your table, write down the name of your boss or your wife or your husband, whomsoever you want to put stress here out. And then there are pins available. Blue pins are available for injury. Black pins are there for serious injury. And if you want to murder your boss, red pins are also available. Just give a red pin and the boss is murdered. Boss ko murder kar diya. Kya aanand aa gaya. And you can have a sleep without any tranquilizer. Not 90 of tranquilizer. Bina tranquilizer, aaram se so jao. But unfortunately what happens? Next day you find the boss is sitting on the same chair. रात को तो मार डाला, stress खत्म हो गया. So the Western models of stress management are not working. That is why they are coming to Indian wisdom of stress management, of meditation and yoga. इसलिए International Yoga Day 21st June सारे विश्व में आ गया, सारे विश्व में. 25th September, the Prime Minister of India in the United Nations General Assembly put a proposal that 21st June should become the International Yoga Day. Normally it takes 2 to 3 years to pass the resolution. But within 4 months, on 11th December 2014, the United Nations General Assembly passed this resolution. Out of 198 countries, 178 countries were present. Not a single country opposed. Unanimously, it was passed that yes, all the countries will celebrate every day, every year, 21st June as International Yoga Day. Why? Not because they want enlightenment, not because they want God, but they know because of yoga, blood pressure will be lowered, bypass surgery will be bypassed. There are so many research that have been done, and at least for their medical, for their physical health and mental health. Yesterday was the World Mental Health Day. You know, so many people are suffering from depression. So many people are having problems mental. That is why management of mind, 5th M, has become very important. It is there, yoga and meditation is the only solution. There is no other solution for the modern managers. And that is why the Indian wisdom is now becoming a very, very big wave. So all of you, I am very, very sorry to say, many youngsters of our management institutions, they go abroad and they are asked this question, do you know about yoga? Do you know about meditation? And they say, no. They say, what? We are craving for yoga and meditation. We are craving for Indian style of wisdom of management, and you don't know about Indian style of management? You will be cutting a very sorry figure if you don't know the Indian style of management. The whole world is adopting, excepting India, because ours is a secular country, so-called secular country. So I will end. There are so many other things to be done, but I will end because if time permits, we will have question answer session. Last, I will end with a very beautiful example. स्वामी विवेकानंद जब गए थे अमेरिका, आपको मालूम है शिकागो विश्व धर्म सभा में भाषण दिया था, बहुत पॉपुलर हुए थे. फिर इतने पॉपुलर 4 साल उनको वहां रहना पड़ा, 3.5 साल. That time the richest person of the world was John D. Rockefeller, the emperor of petroleum industry. He was having tremendous tension. He was under stress, tremendous stress, so much so that he had lost all his hair. He had become emaciated and he was contemplating suicide. That time he was told, why don't you meet an Indian yogi who has come to my friend's house and consult him and you may get peace of mind? Rockefeller said, what? I to go to a beggar for getting advice? I will not go. You know, we are all beggars. We survive on donation. We don't earn. I to go to a beggar for advice? No, I will not go. And he did not go. But one fine morning, suddenly he came to the place of residence where Swami Vivekananda was staying, called the bell, the butler opened the door. He went inside. Swamiji was not in his drawing room, he was in study room. So he entered the study room without being announced. And you know, Swamiji had tremendous power of concentration. He was fully absorbed in reading a book. So he knocked at the table. Then Swamiji looked up. I am Rockefeller. Swamiji asked, what do you want? Now, Rockefeller was not prepared for this type of treatment. Rockefeller means the President of America would get up. And here is the beggar sitting down and asking, what do you want? He became very angry. I don't want anything. Why have you come? Now he had no answer because he had come without invitation. Then Swami Vivekananda said, my dear Rockefeller, I know why you come. You come here because you don't have mind. And then he started narrating many incidents from the life of Rockefeller, which no one else knew except Rockefeller. Then he became very much excited. Who has told all these things to you? How do you come to know? Swamiji smiled and said, do you think it is necessary somebody should tell? I can see through your mind as I can see through a glass almirah. And then he started. Then Rockefeller was nonplussed. Then Swami Vivekananda said, my dear Rockefeller, I will give you a piece of advice. Remember, you are not the owner of your wealth. You are only a custodian of your wealth. Utilize this money for removing the sufferings of millions of people. Immediately you will get peace of mind. There is no other way by which you can peace of mind. Rockefeller was not prepared to listen to anybody's advice, least of all from a beggar. He became very much annoyed, left the house as abruptly as he had come. After a few days again he came, called the bell, the butler opened the door, went inside. Swamiji was not in the drawing room, he went to the study room. Swamiji was fully absorbed. Again he knocked at the table. Swamiji looked up. Then Rockefeller put a piece of paper in which he had made an announcement of a very huge donation for a public cause. Rockefeller said, now you must thank me. I followed your advice. Swamiji said, well, it is for you to thank me. Because by following my advice, you will get peace of mind, which cannot be purchased by millions of dollars. You know, afterwards Rockefeller made a lot of donation. He started Rockefeller Foundation. With that Rockefeller Foundation, which was started in 1913, a lot of research has been done. David Borlaug made a research on the wheat, drought-resistant wheat, by which millions of people were saved from starvation. All this and so many other research have been done by Rockefeller Foundation. And that Rockefeller Foundation was started in 1913, but the source of inspiration was Swami Vivekananda. Today, Bill Gates is giving so much of money he's been giving the charity, the maximum charity for the last 10 years. His source of inspiration is also Swami Vivekananda. And he reads the book Karma Yoga. Whenever he's in flight, he reads the book of Swami Vivekananda. So Swami Vivekananda gave this Indian wisdom in a very, very dilute form, in a very, very palatable form to us. This principle of trusteeship management that he gave to Rockefeller in the corporate sector for the first time. What is that message? Ishavashyapna says, Ishavashamidam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena taktena bhunjitha ma agradakasya siddhanam. It is here, the source of inspiration of trusteeship management is here. Ishavashamidam sarvam. The whole world is permeated by one simple reality. So what happens? Ishavashamidam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena taktena bhunjitha. Enjoy the world by renunciation. How can I enjoy the world by renunciation? No, you don't have to renounce your Mercedes-Benz car. You don't have to renounce your latest model mobile, latest model car, latest model house. No. What you have to renounce is your ego, is your attachment. Ma agradakasya siddhanam. Let there be no attachment to your money or to your property, and without attachment, enjoy your world. That was the message Swami Vivekananda gave to John D. Rockefeller for the first time in the corporate sector. It was a piece of Indian wisdom. The Indian wisdom talks about trusteeship management principle. India's wisdom talks about SQ. Indian wisdom talks about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, globalization. All these things of the Indian wisdom are very much required in the modern management arena. That is why all over the world, the fourth wave of management is already coming. Even in American companies, they are adopting under the name karma capitalism. It is high time in India also, our students like you should start thinking about the importance of Indian wisdom for the management field, because tomorrow when you go abroad, maybe some of you may be going abroad, you will be asked this question: what do you know about Indian wisdom? How is it applicable to the management theory? If you do not if you are not able to reply, you will be cutting a very sorry figure. That's why I am thankful to the organizers. They organized this very important subject in the field of management. The fourth wave of management, which is sweeping all over the world, the Indian wisdom, holistic style of management based on Indian ethos, Indian wisdom. That is the need of the hour. I am very happy that all of you have given me a patient hearing. Thank you very much.